right, guys, today's lesson we're going to talk about the role of the lead arm in the golf swing. So many of you, of course, right-handed golfers are very much right-hand dominant. If you are left-hand dominant but a right-handed golfer, I think you're going to have some advantages with regard to swinging the golf club more freely, because if you're right-hand dominant, that's what most people are using, especially as they start that downswing. They're not used to moving the lead arm the correct way. Now, how does the lead arm work in the golf swing? It really works across the chest in the backswing, and then it works off the chest in the through swing. Pretty straightforward stuff. But we've got this thing called a wrist as well. And you can see I've got a glove that's marked up here. 4 dots on one side, and of course I've got 4 dots on the other. That is what we're going to be rotating as we hit the golf ball, guys. Really, really important to get some rotation. This is not a flip. A lot of you think rotating your forearms is flipping the golf club. As long as your lead arm is moving far enough forward in the golf swing, of course, you can rotate the golf club all you want. The wrist plays an incredibly important role, your lead wrist and your lead arm. That's what this is all about. I'm going to go ahead and hit just a little shot. I've got a 9-iron. I'm going to put my right hand in my right pocket. I'm going to go waist high. I'm going to swing through, and I'm going to finish at waist high on the forward part of my golf swing. You can see here my lead arm is expanding through the golf ball. It is not contracting. If I get a little closer to the camera, the one thing you're going to notice here as I come in is you're going to see 4 dots on the knuckles of my lead hand as I swing through that golf ball. When I see most golfers, what I see here is no knuckles showing on that lead hand. I see a lot of contraction with the arms working towards them, and the knuckles, of course, are on the opposite side of the golf club. If you do that, you're not getting any energy out to the club head. That is a huge problem. So make sure when you hit a golf ball, guys, your lead arm is moving forward and it's rotating. When does the rotation happen in the golf swing? A lot earlier than you probably think. Most people are very, very late to the game. They get to the top of the backswing, they spin their body back to the golf ball here as they start their downswing, they leave their arms behind. What they're doing here is kind of throwing the golf club out this way, but they're not getting any rotation. They're not applying any twist to the golf club. What we really want to do here at about chest high with the driver and waist high with your irons is we want to take these knuckles and we want to sort of turn them down this way towards the golf ball. What we're doing is putting the club in a very, very strong position as it's being delivered here. You can see the toe of the club is turning back to the golf ball. My lead wrist at about waist high at last parallel, guys, P6, last parallel. We've got that glove hand pointing back at the camera. Can you see that? So what I don't want is my glove hand pointing at the sky at this position. If you do that, your club face is going to be excessively open as you approach the golf ball. That's going to require a very, very fast rate of closure. For those of you wondering why you're very flippy through the golf ball, I can assure you the reason you're flippy is most likely because your club face is excessively open somewhere in your golf swing. Hey guys, quick TV timeout. A lot of people asking, how do I work with Andrew in person? I do half and full day immersions. I am the director of instruction at the Links at Stono Ferry. We're based 18 miles due west of one of the most beautiful cities, not just here in the United States, but possibly in the world, Charleston, South Carolina. We have amazing beaches, incredible food, great golf, and of course, phenomenal weather. Great excuse to come visit this amazing city. Come and work with me for half or full day. Improve your golf. It's a win-win for everyone. So check out the information in the description. You can reach me via my contact page. And again, I really look forward to the opportunity of working with you in person. We'll talk to you soon. You cannot possibly move your lead arm forward at the point of collision if your face is open. If you do that, if you get your lead arm moving forward and your face is open, you're going to miss the ball a mile to the right. So make sure, guys, that that club is rotating earlier so you get the knuckles pointing towards the camera at last parallel. And then what we've got to do here is we've got to rotate these knuckles in a pretty short space of time back towards the golf ball. We're essentially getting the club head moving away from us and the grip end of the club moving back towards us. This is what we're looking for with the lead wrist and arm. Just like this, guys, okay? See if I come in, boom. That's what I want. Now, if I do that with a decent amount of speed, I can start to get some snap. I can start to get some speed and energy, of course, out to the club head. That's what I want. What I don't want to be doing here is dragging the arms behind the body, throwing the kitchen sink at it, and then contracting as I swing through. You can see now my glove hand is pointing up and it's moving towards me. I want your glove hand turning around the corner. Really, really important. Let's go ahead and put both hands on, but feel like my lead hand is a little more dominant. So the way we do that is grip with your lead hand at around a 5 or a 6 out of 10, and grip with your trail hand, your right hand, at about a 1. Your right hand essentially is barely holding the golf club, all right? And let's go ahead and make that little tiny swing. Very, very light. My hand is barely on the golf club, guys. And let's see if we can turn those knuckles down at the point of collision and then turn them around the corner so you can see these 4 dots on my glove hand on the way through. Let's do that. Back and through. There it is. You hear that nice little clicking motion? My arms are completely expanded, okay? That is going to be really, really important. Again, most of you are going to have to train your non-dominant arm to feel that in your motion. And then put your trail hand back on, of course, and then do exactly the same thing. All right? One more. There we go. So now I've got my glove hand pointing towards the camera. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the grip end of the golf club, if I do this correctly. If I can get my arm moving forward and I can get my knuckles rotating, I'm going to turn the grip end of the golf club in the opposite direction in a pretty short space of time. Can you see that? So the grip end of the golf club is moving from this direction towards me, and then back in the opposite direction in a very, very short space of time. Guys, that's how we create club head speed. We don't create club head speed this way. That's not how we get energy out to the club head. We create club head speed by actually slowing the grip end of the golf club down. Right here, it starts to slow down. We rotate right here, rotate your forearm, and you can see here how the club head swings past my body. All right, it's not staying behind my body as I approach the golf ball. It's swinging past my body. All right, let's go ahead and do that one more time. Very light with my right hand. And there it is again. All right, so really, really important to do those small swings and then start to build some momentum into your golf swing, okay? Start small at half speed and then make your swing a little bit bigger and then start to increase your speed. But I hope this concept makes a heck of a lot of sense, guys. I think the ultimate test, honestly, is to make some little swings with the lead arm only. Very, very difficult to control that if you're trying to fire your body at the golf ball with your lead arm over here. I mean, it's just going to be all over the place. When I'm swinging my left arm only, I love it because I can kind of let the club swing. So my hands just kind of drop into this corridor and they're not being really sabotaged by what I'm doing with my trail hand. My trail hand's just in the pocket here. So you can see how that club just naturally wants to drop into this little corridor here. I'm not really able to force my body through and make any kind of contact. That's what I love about this drill. Just let it swing, okay? Gonna let it rotate back and through. Really, really good. I cannot do too many of these, guys. All right, one more. Here we go. As I come into impact, there's my release. And then I'm going to go ahead and expand and rotate and get those knuckles turning through the golf ball. Really good again. Now, hold this position, put your trail hand on the golf club. Impossible to expand your lead arm and not rotate your shoulders, guys. I cannot get my lead arm expanded past the golf ball here. All right, and not use the trail side of my body. My right hand will not reach my lead hand. All right, so again, focusing on that lead arm. Let your body respond dynamically. There we go. Want to see right here, that is your new goal. When you swing through, that is what you're going to see with all the best players in the world. Rest assured. Get after it, guys. If you think this could help, go ahead and share. Thank you so much for pressing that subscribe button. We'll talk to you next time.